Welcome everybody here to the top 5 plays of the week from Esports U Clutch Key, helping to bring you those top plays, so let's get things started. In Valorant, it's the Loyola Maryland Greyhounds taking on the Army West Point Black Knights, taken to map number 1 on Icebox, and the Greyhounds winning the pistol round, so it's looking good for them to go up 10-4, but with the Marshal, it's MIB Police from the Black Knights on the case.
At the same time, but that opportunity won't be afforded. D-Sung, though, could turn this into a rifle. Potentially more. MIB Police from the Raptors doing work with the Marshal and might even present a greater threat. Jumping down with the classic. Turn into a right-click hero. A Marshal in hand. And MIB Police secures a 4K. Force round be damned.
A heroic play from MIB Police, but it would be the Black Knights taking Icebox and winning the series 2-0. Let's go to Rocket League with the St. Lawrence Saints and the Bengals of Buffalo State. Down by 1 in game number 3, and the Bengals are looking for that equalizer in the final minute of the game. Luckily, Jesco decides that, yeah, overtime is probably a good thing going into the last minute.
It's hard in order to even think about getting an insurance goal here.
Oh boy, it does feel like SLU as well, just trying to play survival mode. No, maybe they're thriving instead. A good bouncer from Elmo Fingers does get past one defender. Turks moving this across the width of the field. The pinch, finding the midfield here. Good catch from Jesco, putting a shot on target as well. Jesco!
Overtime, it would go in game number 3, and actually the Saints would win overtime, but as for the series, it would be all Buffalo State taking the dub 4-1. Overwatch 2 action with the Great Danes of Albany and the Spartans of UNC Greensboro. Third map on Havana, and the Great Danes...
We're at the Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup. Let's make some noise.
Oh, and it's gonna jumped into it.
Corner judge is good for 1, 2, yeah, he needs more. And
They're doing even more here. You gotta touch the point. Mr. College walks it in.
Toy Boy is gonna drop
knife him.
right out in front.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, running.
Hello and welcome, Rocket League fans. We are here and we are live, hot with a new serving of some semifinals action. I'm FBI Tugboat here with Pyro J. Pyro J here. We're feeling on the day.
We're feeling good. We're feeling ready for Rocket League. It's playoff season right now, Tugboat. So this is the time to tune in, channel in to the best Rocket League action that you could ask for. Speaking of which, we got 2 great teams tonight who have slogged their way to the semifinals of Division A. I love this, Tug, because these are 2 great teams, University of Kentucky and Iona Gold Rocket League team. Their seeds in the tournament, 26 and 27. But here they are in the semifinals.
Who'd have guessed it? Who'd have guessed it? Underdog story for either of these teams, going to be punching their ticket in to play the winner of Fisher and Stockton Blue. That'll be going around the same time. That'll be next week that we get those finals here and figured out. Also, Ohio Northern and Pace. That's Friday here for League of Legends. Let's get on into this one. Yeah, so a 6-1 Iona College Gold squad taking on an undefeated Kentucky Wildcats squad here. We got we got one of these teams taking their first actual loss of this entire season, regular season and postseason, because Iona there was a little bit of forfeit action back and forth. Not 100% sure how it happened right there. They did not play a match and then lose it though. They do have a 6-1 scoreline regardless though, Pyro J.
That's right. Yeah, we can scratch the double forfeit situation and call it undefeated. In fact, Iona only have lost 2 singular games, right? They've won every single match, but 2 4-1 series, that is a very dominant season. And you can see the 27 seed by their name. I'm not even considering it. They are a top 4 team to me. They have made it this far in the playoffs, and they have a chance to go even further. Win those awards that you can get from winning ECAC, like a trophy, MVP trophy, medals, all the glory, the bragging rights, everything combined. Tugboat, it's good stuff at stake here for the ECAC.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All kinds of awards and honors, undying glory here for the ECAC. Now, also, there'll be plenty of after-action stuff. We'll talk a little bit about what's going down in Texas a little while later, but as we know, first rule of entertainment, Pyro J, you got to give the people what they want. You can't give it to them all at the same time. Let's hop into some Rocket League.
Let's do it. I'm ready. I hope all of you at home are as well, because we've got the players on the field. Iona in blue, University of Kentucky in orange. The best of 7 matchup begins right here, right now. Talk about any players to watch here. Any players that recognize or call to action, namely Jeremy?
Oh, Jeremy, yeah, Jeremy XYZS. That's what I was going to say. Nah. All jokes aside here, Sir Stondi, Jeremy, DJ, a goated trio right now. Of these 3, especially when you're talking about aggressive offensive performances, Sir Stondi really going to be standing out.
Very well. Sir Stondi, on your eyes, I gotta say, unfriable apples, just with the name alone, is on my eyes. Ty's eyes were on the prize there. Shot very, very close. DJ, though, able to counteract a little midfield action here after this first goal.
Yeah, it's going to be an early score against Doofy, Unfriable Apples, and Ty back to the middle and left corner, actually, as Doofy puts this up. Now down to the middle, a perfect tap as Unfriable Apples going to start cooking on this one. 41 seconds, we got a tie ball game.
And Apples has that Gen G decal on the Fennec. That is a winning team. The Fall Major champions as well as runner-up and champions of many regionals this season. If you want to bring home the chip, or at the very least get to the finals, that's the kind of suit that you want to wear on your car. Good equalizer there for UKY.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wildcats now striking back on this one. Sticking to the defensive stance for just a second, and I'm going to feel vindicated because Sir Stondi got this. I'm going to be a little bit surprised that an undefeated Kentucky squad got nothing more than a front row seat to that one. Double whiff right there.
Yeah, you know what? There was some power behind the shot, though. It was not an easy shot to save. You see them both leaping up, and it almost kind of threaded the needle there. So I'll give credit to Sir Stondi on the placement. That Dominus in particular can really put some firepower behind those shots, making it all the more difficult for the defenders to keep up with.
Absolutely. We are staring down the barrel of a high-scoring game already. Minute 15 into this one, we got 3 scores on board already. Ty, Doofy, Ty almost gets the triple tap right there. Pass back from the teammate they put against the wall for Stondi. Now putting that one up. DJ having to stretch for it as Unfriable Apples, and does. DJ picks a big boost on the way. Now from the ceiling. Saw a little hit. Gets down to this bottom left corner. Can't quite get it in there. The rest of these members of Iona College can.
Love the way right now that Kentucky are posturing on the field. Yes, they've had to play defense for quite some time, but they're expending some resources to get on the other side of the field to posture for the counter attack. They've had some good cross-court clearing as passes, as well as Doofy, you saw trying to bump out some of the players before they even had possession. Had a shot there as well, and the physical play coming to form again. But UKY, they're not afraid to get aggressive even straight out the gate here in game 1.
Yeah, 100% agreed. Now, Jeremy, this has just been a situation so far. Iona College has not gotten scored on more simply because they can take the ball away. Great dribbling skills, but even better when it comes just getting up, interrupting these plays.
Good interruptions indeed. Unfriable Apples. This could be a nice carry. Couple taps there. I was waiting for the reset. It comes, but not the extra flip. Not quite yet. Those mechanics still brewing here at the beginning of this semifinals match. Unfriable Apples, more time and space granted. Again, the flip reset tried, but it came a little too late. I can see the opportunity. I can see the mechanics starting to warm up. We're just not seeing the execution yet.
Yeah, not really. I mean, the skills to pay the bills are there. It's just about connecting these dots right here. They can be incredibly flashy offensive performances, but it's so frequent. Even now, tied down bottom left. That's about as close as you get. Regardless, it just seems like so frequently flashy offensive plays just result in very methodical defensive plays. That's just going to be a backboard play as Jeremy racks in their second.
And listen, if you're going to keep this ball in the danger zone for that long, it's going to pinball in your net at some point. That's just taking advantage of the moment there for Iona University. And listen, a 2-goal cushion. We thought it was going to be a high-scoring game given the goals in the first minute and change, but it's looking a lot better here with 90 seconds left.
Yeah, decently manageable still. 90 seconds left, 2 scores, never mind. Jeremy just made this so much harder. An assist, a hat trick off of 3 shots, the 100% completion ratio for the side of this Iona College player for Jeremy right now. And that is everything in a bag of chips so far in this best of 7.
And imagine how Jeremy's feeling right now as well, going 3 for 3 on the shot taking. That's just... I mean, you got to be feeling good at this point. Is there any stopping this player at this point? Doofy. Oh, no. The follow-up shot from Unfriable is just not there. And I feel like if Kentucky had any chance in this game, it had to have been that. Great shot placement there for Jeremy. Finally, one of those shots are going to be blocked by University of Kentucky. They need more saves, more stops like that for us to rely on this defense a little more.
Yeah, so 60 seconds left, an average of about 20 seconds per goal, and that's just to tie this one up, Pyro. Left side, now that's Ty. Within 4th, trying to get to it. Good job from Jeremy, foisting this one way high up. Now, we're looking at a Kentucky squad that just simply has to get this all into offense right now. You lose by 3, you lose by 10, loss is a loss.
Loss is lost, no matter how you put it on the stat sheet. Unbelievable
Okay.
double tap read from Ty. Of course, Apple's here to collect and finish the play, but look at that read. Oh, the pass right across the face of the goal. All the defenders can do is stop and watch.
Yes. Yes, almost like a train. Can't take your eyes off it. Nothing you can do about it. 25 seconds to go. This is pretty good positioning until a little bit of a wonkier aerial play, we'll call it. Ty still able to pick this one up. Plenty of boost to work with as well, but off the backboard here, Jeremy just lets it sail right side after an easy peasy tap. This is the last couple seconds. Basically, Kentucky's got to score in Iona University right now. That's not going to happen here. Maybe even another one to go. Surstandi finds it. That's going to be the hat trick here for Surstandi.
Beautiful stuff. That's 5 goals from the team. 2 there for Standi now, as Jeremy already posted that hat trick. It's just beautifully done for Iona. I don't think they ever let up off the gas pedal during this game. They've kind of caught Kentucky out in these awkward situations on defense, because I think what's happening, Tugboat, is this team wants to posture very aggressively on offense. We've seen, even in their defensive rotations, players moving up to try and make that counterattack more lethal. The problem is Iona's too good at converting on their chances. We got to remember how Jeremy was 3 for 3 at one point. Without a solid enough defense, Kentucky just can't take down Iona right now.
I must have read that one wrong. I could have sworn it was... No, so Standi, 2 goals with an assist right there, 3 shots, my bad. Jeremy, at the time, had put up the 3 goals, 3 shots. Where my mind is driven towards is the 4 demos here for Standi. Only 2 from the rest of these 5 players, 2 on Iona, 3 on Kentucky, and Friable Apples with 1, Jeremy with 1. This physical play, especially given that a lot of it happened towards the middle of this game number 1, Pyro, leads me to believe that physical play will not just be a part the rest of this series. It'll be an integral part and might even go forth and decide the victors within these individual games. It's physical play like this. Also, I mean, you get 4 demos. That's not just 4 bumps. That's a lot more bumps, a lot more redirects and whatnot, and not allowing your opponents to get to where they need to be.
Yeah, listen, I think Kentucky are trying to get the physical play to also suit their gameplay, but they're doing that before they've solidified their defense. They conceded 5 goals. If you want to open up the shot lanes, you got to make sure you can keep possession and even get it right now. So for me, I don't think Kentucky even think about physical play right now. I think they think way more about contesting the shots of Iona, solidifying that defense, then going mark for mark, punch for punch against Iona, which they're about to do. Shot out the crossbar. It came that close, Doug.
Yes, Unfriable Apples right there. Tries to rise up to another little tappy tap, and it's just, again, just the continued offensive pressure that seems supremes. Now this is going to be Kentucky, though, striking first.
I think right now, Kentucky, their ceiling is so high in terms of what they can achieve this match. We saw those double tap reads from Ty. We've seen Unfriable Apples start to set up these beautiful flip reset plays. They just didn't get enough chances, and they weren't as clinical in game one. But at the start here in game number 2,
wow,
you can see that they're fighting for it. However, Iona, they've got something up their sleeve too.
Yes, they do. Iona, again, 6-1 regular season, 8-0 for Kentucky. Iona College absolutely popping off. Oh, also, guys, I was saying college earlier. It's my bad. My bad. It's Iona University. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left on this. DJ looking fine up top. Little tappy tap. Ty reads it easily. Again, you know, just so much boost invested into like what is a very fancy aerial play. It's just coming right off the backboard. Not even sure if they need to use boost to get there.
Well, the thing is, it's DJ trying to hit that ball off the backboard, right? And DJ, with the playmaker title in the last game, 3 assists. You know that player, he's not really going for the shots on target. Instead, trying to set up his players for the best opportunity to score. Gotta keep in mind the intention of some of these players and the roles that they play at their best. Right now, DJ has to play defense. Tries to get the ball in the danger zone. Doofy still wants to attack, but a solid clear may quell the fears of Iona, at least for the moment.
Unfriable Apples looks like they're going to be decently successful keeping this up. Over to Ty. No Sir Stani now taking this back and forth we go across this mid-pitch. So they ping-pong match ever so briefly. That's 20 seconds or so. Oh, double tap right there. Jeremy puts themselves exactly where they need to. A little 1v1 beaten right here. And juggling it. That's another right off the bottom part of this card. 2 minutes in and we got a tie ball game.
Hey, listen, if you saw game number 1, you knew Jeremy was coming out strong in game 2 as well. This player just hounds the enemy territory for as much of the game as they possibly can. So really cool under pressure there, dribbling it against the defense. Ooh. And pulling off some defensive stops here. This time it's DJ Sirstandi as well with this clear. Iona trying not to give up the game score as quickly as they just brought it back.
What, 10 seconds outside of halftime. Backboard plays now again. Doofy gets up to it. Nice little popping play. Might have a shot at Unfriable Apples, but they get beat there on the 50, and DJ, this one's sending down. Now Ty spinning, trying to maintain possession. Gets it taken away for just a couple of seconds. Dondi and Jeremy right next to them, willing to take the helm. This ball possession.
Whew. Up high, DJ. A lot of boost usage just to get to that touch there. Kentucky not quite on the offensive anymore. That was really the story of the first half of this game. They posted 9 shots when they were struggling to even keep possession in the last game. So it's been a lot about growth for the offensive side for Kentucky right now. And listen, if they can keep rallying shots away, then it'll cause more controversy for Iona. But that demolition certainly will help them move up the field. Shot there, 2 defenders there, but a pinball's off of DJ. Perfect place, perfect time.
Wow, like you said, 5 total shots here for Iona, 9 for Kentucky. So this is just the kind of a situation of a quality versus quantity question here, Pyro J. Iona is simply spinning a lot more gold with the straw that they are given.
Just can't believe how that ball ended up. Like, that was a worst case scenario for Kentucky. 2 defenders to block the ball. Somehow it still gets through them. And that is just unfortunate for this team that still has a bright future. I think in game number 2, 90 seconds to close a 1-goal lead instead of 2. Considering what we saw in the last game. They got possession as well. Ty trying to get that pass to rally around the cage. It's across the width of the field. Ty's in for the shot. Right ahead of Jeremy. There it is.
The perfect redirect right here. Unfriable Apples into Ty. Kind of kicks this one off against the wall. Right off the nose as well. And Jeremy has cheated up just a little bit too much to try and get a handle onto that one. A much more even-handed affair we have here with about, 80 seconds or so left.
I'll be interested to see what Jeremy can do defensively. He's been an offensive demon, but yeah, there was position, not back post, but midway through the goal, which didn't allow them to make the save. So can that defense get a little bit more improved as we get down to this final minute? If we see more Kentucky pressure, we may just, as Apples strips that ball away, passes the backboard. Now, no shot taker, not quite. UKY waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike right now. It may not come as Jeremy clear. There's the shot. Ooh. No one home. Apples does indeed strike.
A tasty shot here from Apples, friable or not. Fantastic take right here as DJ just tried to just burn into this one, try to get this momentum continued. But Kentucky has just been absolutely fighting tooth and nail this game number 2. Playing like they're down the series because they are. 1-0 now, not that big a deal, but Jeremy up again, gets up to this one, but Ty should have a second shot. No, not until Sir Stondi has a statement about it.
Oh, Iona, they have equalized before. Can they do it in the last 30 seconds here? Not a whole lot of time, but enough for a couple chances. DJ, solid contest, solid touch. Are playing very close right now. They don't really have an option to play otherwise, but Apples does find a lot of space, a lot of time down the field. Good, 50-50, but DJ with that savior title on the save there. Not a lot of time now, but DJ with a full tank of boost, ready to get a tap on that ball. Right past him. Jeremy off the wall side, but their teammates demoed. No resources, no reinforcements for Iona as they look down the barrel of triple zeros on the clock. Ty with a double tap. It's not in, but it's more than enough. Kentucky take game 2.
There you go. Keep your brooms in the closet, folks. No sweeps, no reverse sweeps as of right now. Back and forth we go. A best of 7 boiled down to a best of 5. 1-1 in the series. Taking a look at our numbers, and this is much more even-handed until we talk about shots attempted. Kentucky, 14? 6 on the other side, more than doubling up against Iona.
Well, that's the story, Tug. I mean, we don't rely on shot counts all the time, but when we saw how Kentucky struggled so much to get not even consistent offense, just chances offensively, Iona were stifling them with their own offense. Kentucky flipped that on its head completely. 14 shots is monstrous when you compare it to what they did in game 1. So the clear thing is this, Tug. If Kentucky are able to give themselves chances on offense, they will succeed. The star power of these players, the way that they're able to crash the boards, get the passes off the backboard, and make those demos and bumps happen on the goal line, they'll be successful. They just got to get their chances.
Yeah, it's just about getting these chances, and that so frequently comes from team play. The other stat that really strikes out to us, Iona, 2 scores, no assists. Kentucky, 3 scores, spread as evenly as they can, and all 3 are assisted. This just tells me there's 3 players that are just communicating a lot better, and frequently communication will take the day, Pyro.
It will, and I don't deny that Iona can come back with that communication. We saw DJ with 3 assists in game number 1. I want to see him play that role again. He tried to, but Kentucky, they were just keener to their ways. Hold on, started the game, Apples. Oh, if that double tap would have came out the redirect, I'd have threw my pen in the air, Tugboat, but it didn't happen. We're still 0-0 at the start of the game.
I'd thrown my pen with you. A collective pen throwing. That's what would have happened on the caster's desk here, folks. 5 seconds, Stondi, nice shot! That's just a little bit too far to the outside for defender to stretch to it. 26 seconds in, and Iona draws first blood. Iona struck first, game 1 took the game. Kentucky struck first, game 2 took the game. Might be seeing the beginning of a theme here, Pyro J.
Could be a trend. We'll certainly see. If I'm not mistaken, it was Sir Stondi that scored that first goal in game number 1. You know, we talked about the dominance and how much power can be behind that car. We actually see much less and less of it used at the professional level. So it's not often that we'll see this in semifinal situation like this, but it's great to see. Even better to see is DJ open lane to score.
Yeah, perfect takeaway right here, right across the nose. Looked a little bit dicey there towards the end, but just got it right off the side post. A more methodical shot for them, indeed.
Almost feels like Iona sort of got in their own heads after game 1. Started releasing possession a lot, and now they just feel like they're playing their own game again. Just play Rocket League, forehead, right? And they're doing that now. And I actually love to see that when Iona are in their comfort zone, you can tell that they look almost unstoppable. We talked before about in regular season, they only dropped 2 games out of all the best of 7s that they played. So I'm really impressed by their team and what they could do when they find their flow state. Meanwhile, Doofy almost found exactly that.
Speaking of flow states, and Doofy's got some moves on him. Fantastic stuff. That would have been the flashiest goal, hands down, on broadcast today. Is that a true angle? I think it is. Standi makes sure that it is. Verifies the statement, and this one is from downtown.
Yeah, wave the flag here. Get something going that's like a signal flare right now for University of Kentucky, because here's the problem. That's not the first goal that went in this game where no one was on defense. There was no third player ready to collect that long ball. So Kentucky, while they are a team that wants to score, this is exactly what their failings were in game number 1. They played too aggressively before they had a foundational defense. They've got to get set back in their ways.
Perhaps a team that just plays more comfortably from the advantage, from being ahead. It might seem like a more standard statement. Some teams really thrive off that pressure. See how this goes in the rest of this best-of-7 series, though. Iona, there's DJ taking this one. Standi off the back. Jeremy comes flipping in. That's just barely off the side post. And my goodness, basically 3 minutes left in Iona. They 4-score lead. What is going on?
DJ, you menace the demolition followed by the next goalie bump. Listen, when you have players like that, all you got to do is put it on target. I don't care if it's in the middle or if it barely comes off the post like Jeremy did there. DJ doing the dirty work. And, I mean, if they weren't in the heads of this team before, they are now.
Yeah, definitely. Another reposition. Ty almost gets it. That was a dangerous ball. Up and over. That's inside. Unfriable Apple is going to strike back on this as Kentucky showing a little bit of life.
Okay. All right. I mean, talk about something they needed, right? We're nearing that halfway mark. 4-0. Not a good look, especially when you're in the semifinals. These are best of 7s. You want to be able to withstand the pressure. You want to have an endurance-based team. When you go down 4 goals, that is the antithesis of that. So, hey, 1 behind them, any more to go.
No shutouts here in game number 3 as well. Nice hit up to the top, trying to purchase defense a little bit of time. Doofy is going to have plenty of boost to try and make something work there. Now just the pass on Unfriable Apples. Ty gets this one shot right across them. Tries to keep this one up. Standi to the middle. Unfriable Apples should be able to pick this up and does. Now a quick beat the retreat back to the defensive side for Iona.
DJ. Ball in the hood here. Not really a good carry. Kind of lost control of that ball. But DJ definitely wanted to take control of that shot. Doofy with other ideas in mind, but the backflip is actually going to put possession right back into Iona's favor. It turns right in for them to take it around this corner. Hey, more back and forth here suits Iona well. They are not going to force any shots, especially as they're getting demoed off the field. They're happy to play the slower paced game. It allows them to establish themselves as a dominant team. Awkward read there off the backboard with that waterfall pass down, but Jeremy is gonna keep things calm, send it the other way.
Another open net situation. This one going against Iona. Okay, this just got a lot more manageable for the side of Kentucky. These Wildcats paw into this one. That's Ty. It's again methodical, right to the middle. DJ tries for it. It is just an attempt. 2-score comeback last 75 seconds or so. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. We just saw a 1-score difference in game 2, though. They did not come to fruition for Kentucky. Oh my goodness, Standi with a perfect positioning, but now run the other way.
That was good control from Ty. Quell that situation a little bit, but still Iona striking. You can't really stop this team. 5-2. I want to say that was the final score of game number 1, and here we are, still a minute left in this game, and there it is on the scoreboard.
I just read that in Discord. Mouse tash. M-U-S, folks. M-U-S. M-O-U-S looks like mouse, right? I don't know. 50 seconds right here. Unfriable Apples. Doofy hits this one over to the left side. Standi kind of fighting for possession right now. What a great fake. Sends him flying across the middle. Unfriable Apples has to play this one. A great hit right now, but that just goes right into the breadbasket of Jeremy, and they're able to kick this one in down low.
Yeah, this was over. It felt like as soon as this game started, the 4-0 lead was ridiculous. And how, as a team like Kentucky, do you really battle back against that? You kind of just try to establish the foundation of your team again. I thought they did that really well back when they only had one goal. The pace of the game actually slowed down tremendously, and they were able to bait out a huge mistake from Iona, and were able to take the ball from the midfield and catch the defense of Iona lacking. They haven't been able to do that throughout the series, and I think Kentucky, that's a great testament to if you really do slow down the pace of the play, if you really do try and force mistakes out of Iona, they will come. That's the biggest lesson to take away from this game and move forward, as at this point after game 3, they'll only be down in the series 2-1.
Yeah, and that's such a good point to try and make here, right? Best of 7s just to get a lot more leeway and a lot more time to just learn about your opponents, and you are 100% correct, Pyro. Iona has been playing better Rocket League within games, but not necessarily better Rocket League on the day, especially when you talk about higher level Rocket League, and the team that loses is generally the one that makes the most mistakes, not necessarily the other team that takes advantage of them. Pretty even on the shot clocks as well. What is that? 10 for Iona. There's going to be 8 there for Kentucky. So the closest shots attempted that we've seen so far has actually yielded a pretty wide score difference.
Yeah, you know, and we talk about how long the best of 7s are too, as you mentioned, Tug, right? And there always seems to be this game in the long series that just kind of goes off the wheels, and players kind of accept the fate of the game itself and sort of move on. That clean slate of game 4 should show us much more in the way of Kentucky getting their shot chances again. Remember, that was the huge theme of this match. Game 1, not a lot of shots. Game 2, firepower. They just, it was a barrage of chances for them, and they took advantage of that. So Kentucky settling down in the defense, they'll get their chances and can maybe bring this series back to a 2-2.
And we'll see it. If they take this one, then we'll essentially watch a best of 7 boil down to best of 5, boil down to best of 3. Now, will we see the one and done all the way to the map number 7? You got to stay tuned to find out, folks. You got to stay tuned to find out. Will it be Iona by a wide margin? Will it be Kentucky by a short margin? That's what we've seen so far. 3-2 game in game number 2, and hey, that's Kentucky striking first. Team who struck first has gone forth to win. This is a rather quick one.
And Jeremy, kind of that last defender once again. Kentucky have taken advantage of that situation quite a bit. Jeremy, we talked about being more reliant offensively and struggling a little bit in those situations. It's been well balanced, though. I mean, if you put this player in a good position to score, they will do exactly that. That is the goings of Rocket League players and what they're capable of on the court. But Kentucky, I'm sure they're happy to see that first one in.
Nice strike down to get past one of these defenders right here for the Kentucky offense, and Friable Apple's doing a good job centering this. DJ, super weak hit. Jeremy, way better hit. That's an actual clear. Ty gets a bare nose onto it, and this just yields a DJ pass now. Ty, right side, doesn't quite get to it. Jeremy does, hits this one up. Sirstun deep down bottom, and even with the demo, unfortunately, Jeremy, quite in the outside of Iona, can't quite get that one in.
I just can't believe it. I thought the lane was
I'm not sure who
completely
blocked it,
open.
yeah.
It is as if he appeared as a ghost there, Ty, to save that ball. It was hiding right behind the inside post. Whatever it was, hey, it worked. And Kentucky, our biggest thing was clean up that defense. Guess what? They're doing just that, and maybe in kind of paranormal fashion, but it's still effective.
We'll have to check the rules on paranormal help, you know, supernatural assistance from the beyond. Not necessarily a situation we have encountered here at Esports U, but yeah, no, 100%. I thought it was open as well, but it seemed like there was a block down there. Not sure. Have to check the VOD. Pressure now against Kentucky, at least for a couple of seconds. It's a wise decision not to send everybody up quite yet. Ty right there comes flying at this one, but a pair of Kentucky members make it back to make up a defensive stance if they so need to. Now Doofy, nice take, plenty of boost, tries to get this one over DJ, and that's way easier said than done.
Yeah, Ty, I don't think expected to have that open look there. Otherwise, it would have been on target. Ty, to me, is one of the most opportune players on the field right now. I think we're going to see exactly why here. Pinch off the ceiling to set up Apples. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. You don't expect that play from anybody else but Ty.
Wow, yeah, so a little bit of mini pinch across ceiling, into backboard, down bottom. Simple geometry, that's what they would say, but hey, it looks complex to me.
Hey, it's just simple for players like that, like Ty. He just knows what he's doing out there. And listen, like I said at the beginning of this match, from what I gathered from game one, the ceiling, the skill ceiling of University of Kentucky is so high. They just have to put themselves in the perfect position to make plays like that and not give it up on defense. That's the problem with this team, Tug, to me. They're all or nothing.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. The pedals to the metal. All gas, no brakes, whatever you want to say. That is Kentucky. There's not really much of a reason up to 0, I feel like, with 2.5 minutes left to not have like a player back, at least like a little bit, just like that. It's just that cheating up, just that extra little bit. It's just cleaning up the corners here, mostly on defense, because again, it's going to be the team that makes the most mistakes, and Kentucky can't afford to continue to make ones like those.
No, they most certainly can not. The thing is, too, when they have the lead, I don't think they've had more than a 2-goal lead this series. It's always been very close. Iona kind of breathing down their neck at all points during the series, and that's just because Iona they never give up. They never let Kentucky run away with it. And Iona, here they are doing a little more than just breathing down the neck. They're trying to get that goal to go. Solid, clear. Ty is going to be the one to bring this forth. No way. Come
Third
on, Doofy.
shot.
Come on.
That's just disrespectful, right? Right up front, close and personal. Sir Standi like probably smelled that ball on the way down right there. So close. Crazy stuff. Doofy right now purchases back a 2-score lead. The insurance goal here. Also the most dangerous lead in the great game of Rocket League.
Yes, it is. Oh, man. I gotta say, though, like, come on. I expected maybe someone on the backboard defensively from Iona to get to that. The ball spent so much time up there, but, man, you got players like Doofy. Anyone, really, on this Kentucky team, they can make that play happen. Hold on, back pass to Doofy right now. He's going to absorb that 50, but get punished in the bumping format. Against it, Ty carrying the way off the backboard, and he'll call Doofy off, but he already leapt up to the ball. Communications wearing a little thin here for Kentucky on defense, but they still find it clear. They're still holding on to that 2-goal lead.
Yeah, that was a double defensive commit that could have come around and yielded a tying factor for Iona. Kentucky going to be glad that they don't need to have that one back. A shot over, and DJ strikes payload with 60 seconds to go. Here we go, the classic 60-second drill. Down by 1 minute to go. What do you do?
Yeah, well, you don't concede goals like that, that's for sure. Listen, it was well placed. I'll give DJ credit. That was far post, but you had 2 players on the goal line. Kentucky, the communication, the positioning, it's gotta be there. We're in semifinals of the ECAC. This is the time, if any, to clean up those foundational elements of the game on defense. They've still got a chance here. They still got a lead. 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, and the more that Kentucky spins this one on offense and continues to actually pressure this net, just be more sand in the hourglass gone for the side of Iona to try and bring this one back. We had a 0-0 sudden death situation earlier that yielded nothing. Oh, Jeremy would have loved to get that past frying apples. Or unfriable apples, excuse me. Oh, I thought that was it. DJ trying to spin it right there. Can't quite get up to it. Just a little bit too far. A beaten feet back right now. Jeremy's got to bring this one off the wall and get it out pretty much right now, Pyro.
Oh my, this is a chance, though. Just maybe if DJ can keep this ball up. It should be put to the ground, though. Ball given away. Tough to make those 0-second plays have added. So Kentucky, as they got their 3 points on the board, that was enough. They're able to even out the series.
Yeah, so 9 shots Kentucky, 5 shots Iona. Where my mind's eye go, once again, everything actually, every goal in this game gonna come off the back of an assist here. Ty, just the passer, absolute passer rating, 100 for Ty. All 3 assists for the side of Kentucky going on to this player. And it was just back and forth we go, right? Not just with trading games, but like how these games go down. Iona seems like in theirs, they take a lead early and then just continue to build on it until it's something insurmountable when we hit triple zeros, like a 5-2 in game 1, like a 6-2 in game number 3 right here. Whereas we just get treated with a lot of drama, a lot of suspense, a lot of revelry here in the last second situation whenever Kentucky comes down to a 1-score difference. Now, if this was a total scores in an entire best of 7 series, well, we'd be Iona almost already done with this one, right? That is for 15 total scores for Iona, only 10 for Kentucky. 5 scores up for Iona, but this is a tied series. Not something you can say every day.
No, but when we get to the semifinals, it certainly is what we expect. It's what we want to get out of it, right? And I think we might just get that. Game 7, folks. We got to find out here. Some team is going to get match point opportunity off of a win in game number 5. That's how these best of 7s go. Who will it be? Will Iona get that seesaw tipping back in their favor? Or did Kentucky get the momentum they need?
We'll see how this one goes. I mean, Kentucky found their early lead incredibly early, like 6 seconds, I believe, last time. And out of that situation, but still trying solid hits. Urstani gets like the bare edge of a headlight on top of that one for the block.
Yeah, listen, I'll say it, okay? I've been knocking Jeremy a little bit on defense a couple of times. He came off of the backboard, was just in free fall in the net, but flipped at the perfect time to make that save. Amazing work defensively. Ooh. Maybe that's what's needed from Iona. Don't allow 3 goals in. DJ! Oh, man, that was a redirect of a lifetime, but it's going to get away from him.
A fantastic defensive stand followed up by the one of the weakest whiffs we've seen offensively, at least from Iona here on the day. Yields no scores on boards, at least not yet. Another one so close, Jeremy, to go do it backwards. You can see the Kermit the Frog meme, kind of like the evil Kermit thing, like, I should rotate, play with my teammates, try and get a pass on, and then go to play defense when I can. The evil Kermit Frog with the hood up, like, nah, backflip into that, send it in, take the first goal.
Yeah, painful moments of Rocket League where Evil Kermit wins. It's a painful, oh dear, Jeremy. That looked painful to the car, having to make that save. High-powered shot, but being able to block it away. Ty, a lot of boost here. A lot of space as well. He's going to take advantage of all of it. Carry it over to Apples. Defended well by Jeremy, already with the Savior title. I guess that coming up big defensively this game. Jeremy right back at it, though. To Apples. Defensive rotation looking solid. Apples does get the demo. Is there a shot from the midfield? Yes, from Doofy. Jeremy has to make another save. He might just have to stay planted on the goal line because he's putting everything away.
We've had 5 total scores for our lowest scoring game in this best of 7 series, none of which have gone to overtime as well. We are 10 seconds outside of halftime, not for lack of trying, but with no scores put in boards, not yet, folks. Doofy, solid stop right here. And I have no idea where this merry-go-round is going to stop. What I do know is that neither team will be eliminated off the result of this. Not solid attempt, but no yield.
God, I need more of those moments where Ty has the ball. The first aerial pursuit came into a midfield pinch play. Oh, wait, double tap read. No, not from Apples nor Ty. Apples had it, but Ty just could not help himself. He's been so close to this spectacular play, but it just never comes. This should do it, though, for Iona. Leading the demo is a shot from Jeremy.
Nicely done. So DJ, I believe that was an attempted shot, maybe an abandoned one halfway through, realizing how hard that angle would have been. Immediately snaps to on other offensive duties, comes forth, gets physical, plays the defender, open net all day. And the way this game is going so far, I mean, we're going to see plenty more offense. I wouldn't be surprised if this is our final scoreline, though.
It could be. It really could be, but I don't know. For me, Kentucky has been on the brink of greatness this entire game, and it's all been led by Ty. I am waiting for that moment to work for this team. I feel like it's been brewing all this time. Ty, past one defender, has a reset, but just takes it the other way again. So close to greatness.
So close to greatness, yes. I think that just might have been a situation of flipping a little bit too hard into it. Not sure. Sends on the other side. Player's able to get up to it. 80 seconds left, and Friable Apples from the right side, trying to get this one past Jeremy. And again, it's just a hit Redirect towards the middle. Use that sideboard perfectly. A low down blow hit. We have some. Now we do have some confirm here information news in the chat here, Pyro.
Yeah, it is. We got Fisher College in the finals. So whoever wins this match, is it a reward or is it just, oh, maybe, hey, now that's a reward. Sir Stani can earn the second goal, but yeah, the winner of this series gets to play Fisher College in the championship. That will not be an easy match.
Yeah. Saying you get to play Fisher is saying like I get to do my taxes every April 18th every single year. It is not going to be a pleasurable experience. Fisher, fantastic school. Both of these absolutely goated. Not here by mistake, but all can't be surprised that Fisher has punched that ticket. 2-0 right now for Iona. We're also staring down the barrel of our first possible shutout. Super low scoring game, and we have one of these teams with the donut.
I don't care. 40 seconds left. They can still do it. Come on. You're kidding me. Off of the crossbar. The big save followed up by Sir Standi. I was trying to say it just will not be a shutout. But no. The fate of Rocket League has determined that Kentucky cannot purchase, cannot buy, cannot barter for a goal.
Yeah, no, what it is that Iona just simply has to win their games by 3 or 4. That can be, 13-10. That can be 3-0. That can be 5-2 like it's been already. Maybe 6-2 like it has been already. 20 seconds left right here. Getting physical late. Not against it. At this point, you're just talking about like mental fortitude and what it means right here. Cannot possibly get 3 scores. Okay, DJ, take another one to go. Put in the doggy bag, put in the fridge, and eat it later. Put some of your own home sauce on it. I frequently do that with my to-go food. Like don't necessarily use the sauce from the restaurant.
Everyone's got to have their home sauce, right? Of course.
Straight up.
I feel like there's no special sauce though to this Iona team. It's everyone together. Working and making these wins happen. You just got to hope if you're rooting for Iona here that they can keep the wins going. Every win has been traded the next game to Kentucky. If the seesaw keeps on flipping up and down, Kentucky will have this next one. But what a strong and cohesive effort from Iona in Game 5.
11 total shots Kentucky, 11 total shots from Iona. That gets dead even. The score difference does not. Almost all of these shots assisted as well for Iona. 2 assists there for Sir Standi. 1 DJ. Jeremy gets a goal, no assists. I gotta say, I'm surprised at the scoreline. We come out of a second 3-2 victory for Kentucky, and then Iona does exactly what they've done across 3 games, but with a loss literally in between every single one of them. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not exactly sure what it is that Kentucky is like doing in one game and then deciding not to do in the next one to lose by such a wider margin here, Pyro.
I believe I have at least a honest estimate. It's the finishing factor for me. It's the clinicality. They find beautiful chances, beautiful opportunities, and that is due to their mechanical prowess on the team. We see Ty and Apples with all kind of flip reset opportunities. The defense on the backboard hasn't been the best for Iona, so they've actually been trying to get a lot of passes off, but the final shot never really hit the mark for Kentucky that game. And when it did, there were players like Jeremy making incredible saves. So I think if those shots are placed just a little more intentionally with the defense in mind and making sure it's between the post and the crossbar, Kentucky can get these shots to go. I don't imagine that they get shut out again, but this is Rocket League, Doug. We know anything can happen.
Exactly. Quite literally, anything on the day and his play thereof that will determine these matchups. I gotta say, I think Kentucky, it might almost be like a mentality statement, right? A mentality issue with what they're going forth here. If they take a game early, then they go up and just play really aggressively, go forth. Iona just can't bring this one back. As it is, if they go down, especially early, then they just pour it all into offense maybe a little bit too early, like maybe like that 2 minutes out, and then their defense just kind of gets lackluster from there after the focus goes completely into offense. That's the only thing I can really think of besides what you said that really might yield this right now. Sir Standi appears from out of nowhere. I thought this was a Rocket League game, not a Magic Act.
Yeah, well, we've seen plenty of moments that just happened by pure happenstance or by good positioning. Either way, it is Standi again to get themselves, bail them out of a dangerous situation. Ty passed down. No one's there. You gotta be kidding me. Ty has been putting these on a silver platter this game, previous games. Here's a double tap situation for him again to set Apples up. That shot denied. Iona have left nothing through the back of their net in the last almost 7 minutes of game time.
Sandy, right now, decent little continuation of this trajectory. Nice hit, nice, even better takeaway. And Friable Apples just kind of waiting in the wings and waiting to strike. Cue the Jaws music for Apples. Oh no, boost! It's Ty though. Ty all day. On the try. Nicely done. 3-2-1 up top, and I'm not just counting people. 3 minutes, 21 seconds, and first score here for Kentucky.
That's just sweet release for Kentucky. Finally out of the drought after so many shots that somehow ran into a defender of Iona. Credit to their defense where it is due. They should have had a goal at some point before that. They finally got one to work. Is this all they needed? Is that the catalyst to get themselves a win to at least a Game 7? Because you and I both know, Tugboat, there's still at least a goal or two from Iona that's coming in this game.
Little bit of a roller. Doofy's got a little bit of boost, and Jeremy, perfect positioning right there. Gets the side of the car up to this one. No scores for Iona yet. Friable Apples taking this one right side. Doofy gets that one taken away, and Friable Apples opts better than to hit this one back to mid-pitch for these Iona players who are waiting.
Ball down in front here. It's a good touch from Apples. It's high fly, and DJ just lands on it. That's enough time for Doofy to actually steal it away. Popped up here, Apples. Next at bat again, and trying to dump it off to Ty. And hey, I would too with how well this player is playing. Without that backboard touch, he's got the double tap read. Sir Standi, oh my, a juicy redirect sent away by Doofy. We could have had a highlight reel out of this match, Tugboat, but no, the defense just decides to take it all away.
Hey, I would say we get the highlight reel just defensive-wise. Always interesting to watch. Apples. That'll hit the backboard right now.
No
Ty sends this one back up. Oh, almost. The reset and more right there. It would have been another one of the flashiest goals here on the day. But again, like you said, defense stands up yet again.
It does. And listen, if a goal's going to come from Kentucky, it's going to be that ridiculous play from Ty. If Iona scores, it's one of two things. It's this counterattack that they always have where they catch the defense lacking from Kentucky, or it's a DJ demo. Pass in the midfield for Kentucky is going to suit them well.
Yeah, so 90 seconds left or so. Insurance goal purchased here for Kentucky. Their friend at State Farm. It's Jake over there. He'll be happy. This is still completely doable for Iona, and honestly, what we were kind of almost like talking about how Kentucky, like, it's kind of getting into offense too early right now. Down by 2, why not? Down by 3, why not try it? 3 attempts, 2 scores there for Ty now.
Doofy, I love you, but I'm going to attribute all 3 goals to Ty here. That is the second goal for him, and that previous goal was a pinpoint accurate pass right into a nestling, caressing shot for Doofy. Ty decided there is no way they are not playing a Game 7 this series, and without a miracle from Iona, that's exactly what we're going to get.
And just something a little bit different on the offensive setups right now as Iona just gets it taken away yet again. DJ has this going out, stretched to it, Doofy side corner, and the second hit on the other side to set up Ty perfectly. Tries to pick a big boost on their way. Maybe a little bit of more miscoordination there. Doofy, this ball just goes a little bit too fast. Try and get on the other side of that one. Demo here mid-air, shouldn't matter though.
Jeremy, okay, good touch. 3-0 now. Right now, Kentucky very happy with this. Standi almost with that demolition. Jeremy wants to clean up the act, won't allow it. Kentucky, they have just been more vigilant this game, folks. That is what you can attribute it to. Defensively, being able to pull off this shutout. They are no longer victims to the DJ demo. Demolitions that they've been farming all series long. No, they've had their head on a swivel. They've been evading those demos. They've been holding possession, and they've been scoring insane goals attributed to Ty. Kentucky forced the game 7.
I'm not going to call it a good breakfast. I'll say it is a tasty breakfast. 2 donuts in a row, but one coming from Iona, one coming from Kentucky. A 4-0 for Iona previously this, a 3-0 now for Kentucky in game number 6. Called it earlier, man. Called it earlier. Best of 7 into a best of 5 into a best of 3. Now a one and done to determine which of these two teams going forth to do battle with Fisher in our grand finals. Taking a look at these numbers as well. What is that? 10 total attempted shots, Kentucky, 6 total, Iona. Can't say that one doesn't make a whole lot of sense. 2 assists on the 3 goals total.
Tug, we find ourselves in game number 7. And yeah, with those even stat sheets, you almost kind of think that that's the way that game 7 is going to go, right? It's going to be punch for punch, battle for battle. And these players have learned so much about each other across the course of the 7 games. But, Tug, I can't help to feel like whoever scores first is just going to win. That's been how every single game has been. You score, you win.
Yeah,
the first wave, it's not a little lipper. It's a tidal wave. And it just, in concrete fashion, describes the fate of the game. So, Iona, if you score first, congratulations. Kentucky, you score first, congratulations. I'm just going to call it there.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you guys can fight it afterwards. We know you're just going to let whoever scored first go forth and win. That's been literally the theme across 6 games. And you made the statement so definitively. 2 shutouts pitched. One against Kentucky, then the second against Iona across games 5 and 6. That was about as an open net as it gets. Unfortunately, Kentucky can't collapse in on it. That was their solid shot at a early first goal.
At winning. Yeah, at winning the whole thing right there.
Yeah, right.
Almost had it. I like this move from Ty, though, trying to set his team up in the middle of the field. We saw that beautiful pass for their second goal in the last game. And again, Ty, he's got the mind to support the mechanics in this game with the passes. Doofy's up for the shot. So are 2 defenders, though, saving it away. Apple's looking for Ty. And the midfielder's still hounding the attack. There's the angle. Almost there. Off the post. Came close.
Yeah, and also 3 defenders kind of flipping just past this to try and get on the opposite side to defend it. Shot is not true. Angle is not correct. And that doesn't go in. 60 seconds in. Doofy. This one taking candy from a baby, if you ask Jeremy right there. Now DJ off the wall, back to the middle. Ty. A clear on over to unfriable apples, and they just completely whiffed that one. A flip and more in the air, but Doofy's still back for this one. Standi up to it. Doofy's going to have plenty of boost to get up to this one. But this is just continued offensive pressure against Kentucky. We know how this has gone before.
Well, we've seen a strong wave of possession from both teams now. Long-lasting, but without results. And you wonder where that first goal is truly going to come from. May just come in sporadic fashion. You got to find out. To keep watching here, Sir Standi. Oh, solid 50-50 again. I'll attribute that to the dominance. Just that pointy end can get it.
Yep.
Go real far. Apples will take it high. Above. Oh, the defender. Slip reset. Backboard pass. No. Standi takes it away. Doofy wanted the shot so bad. Now Ty has to get it against the flick from Standi. Crossbar down.
Crossbar and down skis, sir. That's Standi right here, realizing Ty's dipping right. He goes left. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Beautiful. Beautiful work, Iona. And shout out Standi again. You don't get a better shot than that, DJ. Air dribble to kick things off here. Right off of that goal. Iona want to turn that first into many more. With chances like that, they very well could.
Yes, they can. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left or so. I always say at this point, oh, hey, whatever the score difference is, the first half can be undone in the second half. Well, if there's anything Kentucky and Iona have said to us, it's that ain't the case.
Ooh, who wants the ball? Hello, the ball is just sitting there, middle of the pitch for anyone to have. Oh, it feels like this game is anyone's to take here. DJ could take it, grasp it, earn it. DJ, high flying, sends it down.
That's gonna be 2 minutes, 18 seconds left. Second goal up here. Called the insurance goal. If you're Iona, just literally play like it's 0-0 round. Don't even play like you are ahead. Play the same game that you've been doing up to this point. Doofy, solid hit. Forcing the hand of the defender is never going to be a bad thing, as Unfriable Apples looks for the second tap. Just a little bit too low to get that one on end.
They've got the chances. Apples looking strong there. They got to find a way to make Iona a little bit uncomfortable, though, because their defense looking a little too good in this game, just as it was a couple games ago. Jeremy, solid touch, but it's out to Doofy. Sir Stani wants to put this to safer territory, and DJ will make it all the more safer. Jeremy, missed touch. Unbelievable tap from Stani. They'll just allow nothing.
Nothing at all, and now a transition the other way. The third has been purchased. 2 is nice, 2 is for you, but 3 is mean here for Iona University. That's I can respect Kentucky and what they're doing. They're putting a lot into offense right there. They're down by 2, and they know it. Not leaving a player back necessarily isn't the massive mistake we would have seen perhaps in the earlier part of these series.
I'll give them credit because that's the strategy you gotta have. They've been laying up passes across the face of the goal again and again, but nobody's there to take the shot. You've got people now positioned aggressively, but they have been a victim to that positioning all series long. No third player to defend. Are we in that situation again? No, Doofy barely gets the ball to the corner, but it's going to take a firefight, Tug. It's going to take everything that this team has learned throughout the season now in the semifinals to give them a chance at victory.
Yeah, and we are looking at a situation where we could have 3 shutouts in a row, but not the same team pitching them. Since made, I don't know, folks. This is Rocket League. 45 seconds left. Now back to the middle. Oh my God, Stani just gets this one gifted.
Everything just broke down here, Tug. Let's be honest. You got Doofy getting trailed by, was it DJ? No, maybe Sir Stani. It doesn't matter at this point. They've been hounded all game. There is no feeling calm, safe, and comfortable in this match when everybody's chasing you around and you're down 3. Now by 4, Iona have given us every reason to believe in this team and the potential that they offer to get to Game 7. A leaping save from Jeremy, who is transitioned into such an incredible defender throughout this match. Another immaculate one. You can't help but to be proud of these players.
Yeah, Jeremy is that guy right now. Everything defensively is turning up roses for Jeremy. Another hit. DJ almost gets this one gifted. This series, this game is over. 4-0 right now. We're going to be looking at a situation where they can't quite get that one done. Oh, Unfriable, come on.
And it will reach the ground. There you have it, folks. Iona, the semifinalist winners against University of Kentucky. Iona University will move on to the finals to play Fisher College. What a brawl. What a battle. Tugboat. It went punch for punch, game for game, all the way to 7. But Iona, they rode that seesaw, the playground, as well as you could by starting it out right and ending it on their narrative.
Ending on their narrative, yes. A narrative they started in a game number 5 and just kind of, they had writer's block, right, for the game 6. That's what it was. They're sitting here, they're writing the narratives like, okay, we win 4-0 in game 5. We want to do that again in game 7. And then, like, one of the editors was like, hang on, what about game 6 right here? What about game 6? And they're like, we'll get there when we get there. We'll get there when we get there. And they finally get down to game number 5 right there. 6 goes completely the other way. I'm so elated that we're going to get a little bit of interview action here coming in from one of these Iona University members because I feel like that's the most obvious question right here. 4-0 game 5, 0-3 the other way for game 6, 4-0 game 7 as of right now. Crazy stuff with that. FBI Tugboat Pyro J. There we go, Pyro J.
I'm still here.
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Takes on this game.
And in fact, they might have more than one.
Out of here, they want to get that kill, and they're doing it. Jesse, they are doing it. Now Magix is back on the field. Lobs Nick's head. Oh my God. Showing Volks in the business end of that too. The payload is still being contested, and it's all. Oh my.
Not only is Magic's wand a sniper, but the Spartans had a wand of their own in the form of a broom, as the Spartans would go on to win the series 3-0. To League of Legends, where the Polar Bears of Ohio Northern take on the Dukes of James Madison. 12th minute in game number 2, and the Polar Bears want their second dragon. On the Iona, though, Shomi is about to show us what robbery on the Rift looks like.
Great rotation onto this. They got the first dragon. They are likely to pick up the second here, and the Shomi can somehow make this work.
Well, they're trying, and over the wall, they got a ward and said snipe. And the steal! The steal from Shomi said you only...
Dragon stolen, and even with the kill lead, the Polar Bears also got that stolen away. In the end, Dukes would come out with the dub, 2-0. Let's head to Overwatch 2 action with the Aggies of Utah State taking on the Rams of Colorado State. Down a map on Nepal, and the Rams need to make some sort of comeback to force map 3. Well, a crazy team fight leads up to why Death Trap lives up to the tag.
You're going to be in a great position. This Dragon Strike might be able to create some separation. But Cass is just taking heads.
Cass rolls ahead of the finish right now. There's the Terror Search. Is he going to find anything is the question. Immortality View happened to be used. This Death Trap finds a triple. Oh my goodness. Death Trap finds a fourth. He's going to find the team kill. It's now the Rams would force map number 3, but the Aggies were too strong for the rest of the contest, and the Utah State Aggies get the sweep 3-0. To Summoner's Rift in League, where the Aztecs of San Diego State take on the Spartans of San Jose State. Game 1, and all the advantages to the Aztecs 30 minutes in, and Devour on the Caitlyn makes sure it stays that way to march to the base.
Half health. Actually, with the Chaos Storm dropped as well, that might be the go button as everyone follows the rock, and it's not going to be enough off the outset. Goku shut down in the back line, and it's all falling apart for this fight that San Jose chose to take. The ADCs are all together. Piao picked up a kill on the backside. Tabula Rasa's surviving forever. Eventually,
the Aztecs would go on to win game number 1, but something clicks in the Spartans, and San Jose would win the series 2-1. To Valorant, with Andromeda taking on the University of Houston Scarlet team. Map number 2 on Fracture, and Andromeda wants to push A site, but Binko is sitting around the corner, and even with little to no utility, Binko just finds a way to make heads roll.
1-for-1 trade, make it 1-for-2 as Slorth takes down Altier, trying to trade for Orchid. Binko now trapped in a corner. They're shooting out the Prowlers, and there's not a lot of places that Binko can go, but now only Slorth being the one peeking. Oh, Binko! What was that?
Binko calls bingo on the ace, and it would be Houston who calls game on Fracture as they win the series 2-0.
To come through, it's just playing aimbot.
And that's it from Top Plays of the Week from Esports U. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, this is Clutch Key signing off.
I can't say that. I'll get in trouble. There's one for each game, so teams this weekend, somebody's going to have to explain to TSA why they're coming home with an extra trophy. Fine. We're fine. This is going to be great. Why is everybody staring at me? I'm not even doing anything yet. Is it because I'm in a suit? It looks nice. It's new. I'm stressing. It's all right. We win these. We absolutely win these. I've never seen us lose these. I love him. I don't remember his name. What is going on, everybody? And oh, are we ready? I'll start over. Okay. What's going on, everybody? We are here at the Collegiate Esport Commissioners Cup 2022 in Atlanta, Georgia. The players are just now entering the arena for day 1. A lot of them had the opportunity to be here yesterday to get jerseys, to get familiar with the area, and to get to know one another. But today, the friendly gloves have to come off, and they are all here. Earlier, I was talking to these guys. This mannequin, when they didn't have anything else set up, I could see it from all the way down there, and I thought it was a person. And I stood there for like 5 minutes, and I was like, why is he standing like that? And I thought it was like a smooth criminal. I thought somebody was giving us like a Michael Jackson impression, and then it was a mannequin. I was really embarrassed to admit that. Oh my God, that's a lot of people. Hold on, let's go over this window. It just keeps going. There's so many people outside. There are so many people outside. We're gonna interview people when they come in. I don't really want to go outside. It looks like it's gonna rain, and the suit is new, so. Oh, there's Doc Haskell. Hi, Doc. How are you? He brings a full notebook with him and like writes notes down. It was pretty insane. He had it yesterday. He's gonna be coming through this metal detector right here. I don't know his name though, but I recognize his hair.
Jen.
You're Jen? All right, we're gonna interview Jen, who's supporting Kennesaw. I'm gonna ask you like a couple of very simple questions. Okay. Are we ready? All right, great. College. I really like Georgia College's color scheme. It's just red, white, and blue, I think, but I think they did it in a really clever way. Mineral area, wearing hoodies, even though it is 75 degrees outside here in Atlanta, Georgia. Absolute legends.
If only Nick could hear you. Nick, come back.
If he's over 100 feet away, he can't.
You were whispering something, and he started smiling. I'm like, are you whispering?
Oh yeah, because he's got his headphone in if we're close enough. But
bless you.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit again. You're welcome. I'm gonna go find him. Oh, there he is. Oh my. Oh, okay. Real stuff is starting. Real stuff. Competitive integrity needs to be upheld. We gotta get out of here. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I get really embarrassed when I get yelled at. 30 is okay. Wow, it's not 10:30 yet.
It's only like barely.
Woo! All right, it's gonna be a long. Hey, what's up? Surprise interview. Join me over here. We have a cool backdrop. What are we here for?
Rocket League.
Awesome. I'm not gonna ask what school you go to because unless you swapped hoodies, that seems pretty clear.
No, you know I got my jersey on with my name on it.
Oh, you do? Show us your jersey. Look at John T. Turbo here. Yeah, that's not his name. I just keep calling him that.
Yeah.
His name is John, but
my name is John Turbesi.
Yeah,
that's
not John T. Turbo.
Yeah, I get the message that I'm going to Nebraska where I met you.
Oh, that's so crazy. So context, if we're probably not even gonna use this, but we're gonna talk about it. Turbo and I met at a LAN like over a year ago. That's so crazy. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup. I am Sebdolence, joined by a man I have interviewed probably well over 10 times. It's gonna be my good friend Neb, here from Bay State Overwatch team. Neb looked at me before he started his last series and he said, "We are not dropping a map for the rest of the day." And so far, he has lived up to that title. But Neb, is there anybody you're thinking, we've got to get them out of the way, we've got to take them down?
No.
No? Just looking at it, each fight's its own, every game, going into it, just taking it as it comes?
I have the confidence right now that we're not going to drop a single map.
I love Neb because not only is he confident, but he's correct. Bay State is one of the best Overwatch teams.
Hello and welcome back, folks. We just came off the back a Game 7 barn burner. Winner of this previous match going to be playing Fisher here tomorrow. That was Iona taking down Kentucky in 7, literally trading games back and forth all the way they go down. We have the absolute unmitigated pleasure to be introducing Stondy on in here to our interviews box. Stondy, you with us?
Yep. What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir, for coming on in. Give us a minute of your time after the game here. Let's hop right on into this one. Now, first 4 games, certainly plenty of back and forth there, but I just got to ask. Game 5, 4-0, you guys, comes back with a 3-0 for them, comes back with a 4-0 for y'all in Game 7. What changed between these 3 games? Because the scoreline certainly did.
I think it just came down to first goal. Whatever team seemed like was scoring the first goal just had control of the game the whole way. The momentum was just with that team, and just happened to work out that way. Thankfully, it was in our favor.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know, Tug, that the players were thinking the same thing that we were earlier on. We were talking about exactly that, Stoddy, about how the tidal wave of momentum appeared to begin right at the start. So, hey, congrats on starting and finishing that way, because that's how it ended up. When we talk about the back and forth stuff, let's talk about the play style, Stoddy, because I'm curious. I want to talk Game 1. The DJ demos, like, they're coming out. DJ had all 3 assists. You and Jeremy shared the 5 goals. Is this a typical play style for y'all? DJ kind of takes care of the dirty work while you and Jeremy hold down the fort in the shot taking?
Yeah, definitely. DJ is just like our menace on the field. So he gets to just run around and do whatever he wants. However he can disrupt is just a positive for us. The all assists from him, though, is a rarity. That is usually my job, and he's generally the scorer. But some games work out differently.
That's exactly it. They're in the semifinals. You got to play it a little bit different because, yeah, Jeremy was posting shots, but towards the later half of the series, he was posting the saves. After save. Incredibly impressive work from you all. Now, I did get news that you guys are going to be up against Fisher College. I know it's been a very successful season for you all, but any thoughts from you, Stondy, as we kind of look forward to that next match for the finals?
We're definitely looking forward to the challenge. I mean, we're aware Fisher's a fantastic school. We played against them last year, and I'm pretty sure they bounced us in the second round. So I'm happy to get another shot at them. I know the odds are not in our favor, but we're going to give it everything we got and go in thinking we're going to win.
Love it.
I love it. That positive mental attitude here, folks. That PMA. Stondy, undergraduate college, always a time for learning, developing yourself, not just Rocket League, but within life and whatnot. As I understand it, you're a senior within your undergraduate university over there at Iona. Let me ask you what is next here for Stondy, the player, the person, the man, the college student, soon to be college graduate from the undergraduate program.
Hopefully it's got something to do with gaming, because right now I'm in accounting. And I mean, I like it, but we like something else a little bit more. So, we're pursuing the streaming, the content creation side. Sir Stondy on Twitch, all other platforms. Feel free to drop a follow, support. Be greatly appreciated.
Has it been what, 2 years now. This is the first time I've heard that it's Sir Stonedy.
It is Stonedy, yes. I was going to let you go to the end. I was going to let you go to the end until I corrected it, but yes, it is Stonedy.
I am very sorry for that, sir. I'm very sorry for that. Suppose I should have asked about 2 years ago or something like that. Sir Stonedy, I appreciate you coming on and giving us a minute of your time after the game and whatnot. Good luck there, sir, in the grand finals and whatnot. We'll be looking forward to having you back in the interview box, but only if you win, because we only have winners in my interview box, man.
True. I look forward to being back to talk to you guys.
Hey, there it is. There it is.
Congrats,
Positive
man.
mental attitude, as well as some confident words. I love it. I love it.
Thank you, guys.
Not a problem. Not a problem. This has been, once again, guys, an absolute Game 7 barn burner. Just to recount scores, 5-2 Iona, 2-3 Kentucky, 6-2 Iona, 3-2 Kentucky, 4-0 Iona, 3-0 Kentucky, 4-0 Iona. This is just back and forth. You get dizzy trying to track these leads across these 7 games, Pyro.
You do, but listen, you gotta go through the brawl, the action, just to get to this position, okay? It was well earned from Iona. This is a team that obviously is resilient and can adapt well. That's the kind of stuff they're going to need, Tugboat, to get that chance at Fisher College. And it sounds like Stonedy's a very committed player to Rocket League, whether it's creation or competing as a player. So I'm excited to see what Iona can do against Fisher College. I think they're ready to give it their all.
Give it their all, and that's what the grand finals are for. Now, what are these grand finals all for anyway? It's not a theoretical, it's not a philosophical question, folks. Let's talk about the extension of these competitions. May 6th and 7th, it is going down at the esports mecca that is Esports Stadium Arlington down there. Again, that's May 6th and 7th. Folks, obviously the best esport out there possible, Rocket League. We're going to be seeing Rocket League, obviously, but we'll also be seeing a little bit of Valorant, a little Super Smash Brothers, a little Overwatch as well down there, live competitions. Now, they would straight up throw the Esports U folks in prison if they did not give every single one of these games broadcasted live. So in case you can't go there, in case you can't actually go and see those broadcasts live there, we're going to have every single one of that over on the Twitch page, as well as, if I know Esports U, a whole lot of other content. If you guys want to find out more about it, that is collegiatesmg.com. Collegiate, just like it's spelled, smg.com. You can also check out their socials and everything that else that Esports U does put out. That May Madness, not March Madness, that May Madness, even better down there for the CECC. Oh, yeah. That's the Commissioner's Cup down in Arlington, Texas, May 6th and 7th. Also, it's not in here, but May 5th is the media day. So guys, if you're watching this, you're part of like a college or whatnot, a university, and you're punch your ticket, you just want to go, maybe you're nearby, or you just want to you're a fan of competitive Rocket League. Might want to get there the day earlier, right? Trying to see, meet all the production staff, meet all the casters, meet all the players, meet coaches, parents, everybody else who's going to be involved down there. Again, Esports Stadium Arlington, it is going down, Pyro J.
Could be awesome. I mean, listen, you said it, May Madness, okay, at the esports mecca in Texas. Doesn't get better than this. I know that Iona specifically already did get their bid to CECC from another competition, so I believe that does mean Fisher, however they place in the finals, will get their bid through ECAC. So, yeah, if you want to see these teams duke it out at the big stage, that's where you want to be, Arlington, Texas.
Absolutely. They tell me everything is bigger in Texas. Y'all have to let me know. Esports Stadium Arlington, May 6th and 7th. Grand finals be going down here soon, as well as some League of Legends playoff action here for Esports U. That's going to be on Friday. But for now, I do believe we have reached my least favorite part of any broadcast. Fire J, of course, that is the end. Do you have anything else for the good people before we bid them adieu?
Not at all. Let's keep the action rolling. We got more semifinals this week, more finals next week. Can't wait to tune into more good esports action.
Absolutely. Big shout out Esports U and our producer on the day. That is Professor Layton. We really appreciate them and making our jobs as casters just so much easier, as well as all the TOs, all the production staff over there, Esports U and everybody else helping out. FBI Tugboat, Pyro J. If you enjoyed what you heard, tags right down there. We'll see you guys next time.
We're at the Collegiate Esports Commissioner's Cup. Let's make some noise. Oh, and it's going to be what?
Corner judges good for 1, 2, dip. He needs more.
They're doing even more here. You gotta touch the point. Fisher College walks it in.
Toy Boy, just gonna drop.
Knife him.
Right out in front.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, running.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big.
That's so cute. UCF, and it's really cute. So I'm gonna move down here. How do we feel? The odds for UCF? What are we thinking?
They got it.
No, we got this. We got it. We got it.
Go Knights. Charge on.
100%. My friend Nick is behind you. He's gonna record it. Don't look at him. You'll ruin the shot. Don't look at him. Don't look at him.
Come on. Oh, let's go! Let's go!
My smile's probably really creepy. I was just being weird. Oh, I love being in the shadows, though. Big shout out to the shadows. We could interview Dilly just because I think he's handsome. You weren't supposed to hear.
Here's the thing about the event. I'm the greatest that's ever lived.
Literally true. I know him.
I think everyone knows that. I think everyone's aware of that.
Hey, do you have a VIP access badge on?
I actually have an all access.
Oh, an all access. I thought it said VIP access.
And that's only available for the best.
That's true. He's right. That's a main stage TO right there.
If this goes live, I'm suing everybody.
It's all right. A video of me, the first clip is me saying, don't put that in. And then it was the first, cut the cameras. Oh, you're recording already? Great. So this is this is Bay State versus UCF. I believe something that we saw yesterday on day one of the tournament, but instead we're going to have that run back here. I think they're fighting for a spot in Grand Finals. Anarchy, one of the best Greninja players in the United States, currently struggling against a Terry. Terry notorious for that DLC privilege, being a very strong character with some very strong abilities. Greninja, not so much, considered one of the weaker characters in the game. A Falco player, one of the best in the United States, and he just got spiked by a Terry. Same Terry that took out Anarchy literally minutes ago. UCF still up by 2 stocks. This guy is looking to rip this team apart single-handedly. That is, I mean, nuts, to say the very least. Absolutely absurd. That was a disgusting spike. I cannot believe that happened. Will you hold the microphone so I can sign this? Sorry. For context, he's got a fan. He's actually signing something. He's so excited. What was it like to not hear my voice for 2 minutes? For 30 seconds maybe, what was it like? Probably bliss. I was signing a mouse pad, which is really cool. I've never done that before. Nobody's ever asked me for a signature, so I'm gonna start blushing, but I'm really excited about that. And then he wants a picture. Can you take a picture of us? I said, is it bad? She went, no. I'm gonna go ahead and take that as a yes. Turns out I can't tie a tie sitting down. What do you think is the appropriate face-to-screen ratio for a Valorant player?
Face to screen, like how close I sit?
Yeah, like how close should a player sit?
Personally, I play really, really close. I think it depends on your eyesight, but for me, I like playing close because it helps me focus on my crosshair.
Is the value of sitting close, the crosshair being the only thing in your line of sight?
Yeah, that's pretty much the main benefit of it.
It's so funny how close some of these guys sit. Oh my goodness. What do you think is the healthy face-to-screen distance for a Valorant player?
I think it's all kind of personal preference. I guess I would consider myself like pretty close when I play because I like to zone in on my crosshair.
It is the second person to say that. It's all about the crosshair. And then what's up with the horizontal keyboard?
I don't know, like it just kind of fits like the form when I'm close to the monitor. Like, I don't know, it might sound cringy, but I like to like be one with my gun, you know?
No, bro, I feel it absolutely. What is going on, everybody? I am here with some UCF fans. How are we feeling about UCF? Let's go! Let's go! We've got a bunch of UCF fans in the crowd right now. UCF, they're up by a single game. They're looking to find their third and possibly final, secure a spot moving forward. Things looking great for them against Northwood here today. This guy's playing Minecraft right now. He keeps double building instead of placing the dirt. Pressure's on, man. Everybody's watching. Just kidding. Just me. Cameraman's not over here. Just kidding. He's behind you. There's actually always cameras on you if I'm around. Do you double build all of those? No excuses, bro. Your college esports Minecraft team absolutely rolled. L after L here. Let's hope UCF has a little better luck on